Yo, what's up guys, MrPantaloons here. Let's talk about Orundum farming in Arknights. Now first off, what is Orundum farming? So Orundum in Arknights is the premium currency that you use in banners to pull new units. So if we go to headhunt here, you can see that it costs 6,000 for 10 pulls or 600 Orundum for 1 pull. And where can you farm this Orundum? So you have to go to your base and you will need a level 3 factory. Go here real quick. And then you want to go to the Originium materials and you want to produce Originium shards by either using cubes or devices, and it also costs some LMD, as you can see right here. Then you want to grab these shards, go to a level 3 trade post and trade them in via mining strategy negotiation. So you need to switch from business strategy to mining strategy, and that will give you regular orders that will trade 2 shards for 20 Orundum. So basically you will need 60 shards for 600 Orundum. That's 1 pull. Okay. Now the question, since it takes a lot of shards and a lot of these materials and LMD, it means you'll have to use a lot of your sanity just by doing this if you want to get some extra pulls. So is it worth farming Orundum? Now, before answering that question, you need to keep in mind that this is pretty much for later in the game. If you are a new player, you don't need to bother with farming Orundum. You want to farm your operators first. So first off, make sure you have enough resources to level up and power up all the operators that you need to complete the content in the game. And once you are there, once you've powered up your operators, once you've completed the content, then you can comfortably farm for Orundum. And to answer the question, is it worth farming Orundum? The easy answer is the following. If you are completely free to play, then yes, you should definitely be farming Orundum. I highly recommend you to farm Orundum if you are free to play. If you spend a little bit in the game, then yes, you should still be farming Orundum. If you spend a medium amount in the game, then maybe you could farm Orundum here and there, but it's not as important. And finally, if you spend a lot in the game, then you never should farm Orundum, because essentially you'll get all the Orundum you need by buying it in the shop. So there's no point in you farming Orundum. Alright, so it's basically the question is, how much do you spend in the game? That's pretty much your answer right there. Okay, so where is best to farm Orundum? So there's 2 options: devices and cubes. The best is to farm cubes, and the best map for farming cubes is 1-7. So in order to farm Orundum, you will want to farm this map a lot. You will get tons and tons of cubes, but you also need LMD. So how much does it cost, and is it sustainable? Okay, we're gonna do some math now. Alright, so first off, we got the penguin stats here, the statistics of 1-7. We have the drop rates. As you can see, for every 5 sanity, you will get a cube. So every day you regen 240 sanity. So if you spend all your sanity in farming these cubes, that will be, you'll get about, let's say, 48 cubes. But then you also get some Ori rocks, and if you process those into cubes, let's say you can get 50 cubes per day, right? 240 sanity regened, spent in 1-7 should give you on average 50 Ori rock cubes. Now if we go back to the base, let's see here, how much does it cost to produce or to process 50 cubes? So we go here, minus that down, we need to go to 25 because it's 2 cubes. So right here, 50 cubes and 40k LMD to process into 25 shards. So essentially you can get 50 cubes per day using your sanity. Now if you also use refills, there's no point doing that. I'm gonna show you immediately. Let's just focus on this right now. So 50 cubes per day for 240 sanity, and you will need to get 40k LMD per day in order to produce the 25 shards. Can you produce 40k LMD every day? Yes, you can. But let me show you the refill real quick. So we go to home here. And you should never use refills for Orundum farming. Why? Because you can just spend the refills, the Orundum Prime, you can convert it into Orundum, right? So there's no point. If you would to refill to farm, then you would get less Orundum. So you want to convert your Orundum Prime into Orundum if you want more Orundum. There's literally no point in converting. So all you have to do is use your 240 free sanity that you get every day to farm Orundum. Okay, so it costs 40k LMD, right? How do you get 40k LMD per day? Well, first off, you get about 12k LMD per day just by logging in, just by doing your dailies, your weeklies, buying the LMD in the shop. And let's see here. So for logging in, as you can see, you got LMD right there. For the missions, you got LMD for the daily, you got LMD for the weekly, and then in the store we go to certificates, commendations. You can buy LMD here, and you should buy this every single month. It's pretty easy to get, it doesn't take that long. Okay, so that's 12k LMD per day right there, just from those sources. And you also grind some from the missions. And then from the base, let me show you this real quick. Okay, so I'll actually show you my base first. So we go to the control center here, go to the base assistant, and you can see, so the past few days I've been getting what, 48k LMD, 58k LMD, but you can see I was also farming some Orundum here. This day I've only been doing LMD, so I got 70k LMD in one day, where I was fully using my trading posts to trade in the gold, and I was using the drones, so I was boosting up my trade posts quite significantly. But you can still get quite a good amount, and we have a spreadsheet here, or a picture rather. Okay, so here it is. We got a Reddit user, Napoleons. He has the potential LMD that your base can generate, and we have the picture right here. And you can see that a trading post generates between 10 to 20k LMD per day. So one gold and one trade gives you up to 20k LMD. 2 gold and 2 trades gives you up to 40k LMD. So even with 2 trade posts, if you get let's say 30 to 40k, depending on your operators, you should really try and get that upper 40k. But even if it's 30k plus the 12k LMD that you get for free, basically, you can cover up all the expenses for the Orundum farming. However, you won't gain much LMD for your operators, so you have to make sure that you have farmed enough LMD for your operators first. But if you go 3 gold, 3 trades, you can see there is a lot more room. You can get 30 to 60k per day. So if you get say 50k plus the 12k, that's 62k per day, minus the 40k that you need to spend on the Orundum, you still get about 20k per day in increase, right, that you can save for your operators. If you want to farm Orundum a lot, I definitely recommend the last one there, and then you can sort of use the drones in order to optimize your production. Say if you need EXP records, let me show you here an example. So if you go with as you saw there, I have 3 gold and 3 trade. If you go this way, it doesn't mean you will always have to produce pure gold. Check this out. I have 393 pure gold. What does that mean? I can literally stop all my factories and put them on crafting battle records. So even if I would need battle records, I can still produce them because I can produce such a high amount of pure gold that I can put them on hold for days and I will still have my trade posts running, trading the pure gold, and I can produce some battle records as well if I can. So keep in mind, if you go for 3 trade posts and 3 factories, it doesn't mean that you are locked in producing pure gold. It's all about using your drones. You want to use your drones as you want to use your drones as required. If you want to trade in your pure gold, you will boost your trading posts. If you want more pure gold or you want battle records, you boost up your factories. So if you're producing pure gold, you will get an excess of pure gold, which means you can switch to producing XP, which is probably the easier way to do it. Or if you want to be to micromanage everything, I guess you could put 1 factory and on XP, then boost the other 2 for pure gold, and then keep on switching them if you're running out of pure gold. But I feel like that's a bit too much micromanagement. So what I would suggest is just boost your factories for pure gold, and once you have, I don't know, 300, 400, depends how much you want to stockpile, then you can essentially switch them all 3 to battle records, at least for a couple of days if you want to. Alright guys, that should be it. I think I pretty much covered everything. If you have any questions, let me know. And again, to sum it up, Orundum farming depends heavily on how much you spend in the game. If you are free to play, yes, you should definitely farm Orundum. If you spend a lot, then you never have to farm Orundum, because yeah, you'll have all your Orundum you need. Anyway guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. Wish you the best of luck, and Orundum farming, you might want to consider it. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one and take care.